Before she could gather herself, the mountain man knelt and steadied the runaway apples with careful hands. He didn't laugh, he didn't stare, he simply said, "Cold bruises fruit faster than falls," and returned each apple as if it were a favor owed. His voice was low, like the creek under ice. "Thank you," Eliza said, surprised by how easily the word came. Most men hurried past her gratitude, embarrassed by it. This one met her eyes once, just once, and nodded, as though they shared a small understanding. He bought a loaf from her stall, broke it open, and breathed in. "Smells like home," he said, then hesitated. "If you sell extra, I could use another for the trail." She wrapped 2 more loaves without overthinking it. When she named the price, he sat down a little more. "For the trouble," he said. And when she tried to refuse, he shook his head, firm but gentle. "Fair keeps the world upright." That night, Pine Hollow buzzed. The mountain man had taken a room at the boarding house, but rumors chased him like sparks, dangerous, lonely, uncivilized. Eliza listened from the back of the bakery, kneading dough until her arms ached, letting the gossip pass over her like wind over stone. She didn't know why her thoughts returned to his steady hands, the way he had looked at her without weighing or measuring. Morning brought a knock before dawn. Eliza wiped flour from her palms and opened the door to find him there, hat in hand, breath clouding the air. "The pass iced over," he said. "I'll be in town a few days. Mrs. Calder says you mend clothes." "I do," Eliza answered, heart tripping. She ushered him inside, set him by the stove, and took his coat. The tear was long but clean. She stitched while he warmed his hands, silence settling between them, not awkward, not loud. When she finished, he tested the seam with a tug and smiled, a quick thing that softened his weathered face. "You stitch like you care," he said. "I do," she replied before she could stop herself. He left with his coat hole and her morning suddenly lighter. Over the next days, he returned for bread, for mending, for small errands that could have waited. Each time, he spoke a little more. He told her of high ridges and wolves that sang at night, of a cabin tucked where pines grew thick enough to hush storms. He never asked her why she wasn't married. He asked what she liked to read, what spices she favored, how she learned to bake so evenly. When the pass finally opened, the town gathered to see him off. Eliza stood apart, hands clasped, telling herself not to hope. He found her anyway. "I don't belong to towns," he said, searching her face. "But I don't forget kindness." He pressed a folded note into her hand, an address scratched careful, an invitation implied. "If you ever want quieter days," he added, "there's room where I live." No promises, just honest work and a warm stove. As he rode out, Eliza unfolded the paper, the ink smudged from cold fingers. For the first time in a long while, hope felt less like a risk and more like a path.